Hiya, it's Jed here from Feathers, This and That. Um, you're not going to see much of me on screen because I really don't like it. I've done a little video for you to show you the kind of effort that goes into producing some of your jewellery gifts that we include in your boxes. Hope you enjoy it. So the first thing to do is to make the hook catch the end of the chain. We use wire. This is a silver-plated copper wire, which makes it quite easy to use without it becoming too brittle. Various bits of bending and folding using different tools that we have allows us to bend and fold at different diameters depending on what we need. Sometimes the best tool is just your fingernail. You can see my fingernails are quite dirty because I spend a lot of time gardening. Apologies for that. And there it is, ready to go. The next stage is we've got a lovely little Aqua Marine teardrop semi-precious gemstone here, and we're going to make what they call it a finding, which is basically something that will hold it into place on the finished piece. Again, this is the same wire I'm using. Actually, no, it isn't. This one's a stainless steel wire because it's a little bit stronger. Same principles for making it, bending, folding, using the same tools really. The idea of making this the way I am is that it will dangle freely from the next element of the pendant that we're making. Always make sure I use the pliers right at the end there just to crimp that loose end down, because we don't want that catching on your clothes or worse on your skin. There's the next section of the pendant. Got various elements here. A wire which is in everything. We have a dyed pearl there, which nicely matches the theme of the box that this is going to go into, and some spacer beads and a shell collected from our local beach, which I've previously drilled with 2 holes to allow it to be fitted to the pendant. A little loop there. bottom drop of the pendant fits onto that. If we didn't drop it, that is. We'll try again. And then again, that wire will just be wrapped around there to make a nice secure fastening for that bead. I'm going to take a bit of care there to line things up properly, but in any case, once the piece is completed, we make sure that we straighten everything up, make it look nice. And here we go. Now we're going to put the elements of this section on in sequence. This is the tricky thing. The two holes, well, there isn't one hole drilled all the way through, and because these shells spiral, to try and bend the wire to make it go around the spiral and line up with the hole at the other side. As the caption says, these are quite fragile things, and I broke that one. Clumsy old me. Just going to nip to the beach and get another one. That one went on really easily. Some do, some don't. You see that doesn't look very straight or aligned, but we saw that out right at the end. Again, we make a loop and a wrap at the end there to keep everything together and to provide something to attach the pendant to the chain. There we go, that's one little pendant ready to go. Now we have the chain, and this is, I guess, the final assembly. Again, I use a stainless steel chain, partly because it keeps the jewellery affordable. We can do silver if somebody was to request that on a bespoke piece. Stainless steel, it doesn't tarnish, it's hypoallergenic, and it looks pretty. these little loops on there, one at each end, and the third one I'll show you in a minute what we do with that. Just because it makes it easier for my big clumsy thumbs, I'm actually going to attach the pendant now. This is a bigger loop. It goes around the chain. Pendant attached. And close that up nice and neatly. Yeah, so because we make these chains to a set length, which should fit most people for most purposes, but we understand that people like to wear them at different lengths, or they may have a very slender neck. So we put an extra loop in, around about 50 millimeters down the chain, so that you can shorten the chain just by using that second loop rather than the first one. So it will either sit up further on your neck, or if you're lucky enough to be very slender, it would be probably where you would wear it all the time. This one's always a bit more difficult to get into the link because you've got a link either side, so the slot you're trying to get it in is a third smaller. There we go, it's in. Silly me, it always comes when you're demonstrating something, doesn't it? I forgot to put the hook on the other end, so I'll quickly do that now. There we are, all completed. Aside from a tiny little bit of straightening of wires and things like that, we have our necklace. Handmade by yours truly, fixable in 2 positions. We really do hope you like our stuff. We try to be creative with what we put in these subscription boxes. Try to be different to other people.